Welcome to Mexico, a land shaped by incredible contrasts. In Mexico City, we stand in a modern metropolis built upon the ancient capital of the Aztecs. Here, centuries-old temple stones lie in the shadow of gleaming high-rises. The city buzzes with life, from sleek art galleries to sidewalk taco stands, a living mosaic where past and present coexist on every corner. At sunrise, an ancient city awakens in silence. We climb to the summit of Teotihuacan's pyramid with the world still asleep around us. In the golden hush of dawn, our footsteps echo on stones laid millennia ago, a moment of quiet reflection high above the Valley of the Gods, a world away from last night's city lights. Now for a jolt of adrenaline. In Cancun, we rev up a speedboat and fly across turquoise waters, spray on our faces and laughter in our lungs. Later, we're ziplining above the jungle canopy, heart racing with each leap. After the rush of Cancun, Cozumel welcomes us into an otherworldly silence beneath the sea. We drift through gardens of coral and rainbow fish, each breath a gentle bubble rising in the deep. In this blue sanctuary, time slows down. It's just us and the gentle pulse of the ocean, a hushed reverence for the wonders hidden below the waves. At Chichen Itza, the Maya Empire speaks through stone. We stand small at the foot of El Castillo, imagining it in its former glory. The air is hot and still, yet alive with history. In the shadow of these pyramids, you can almost hear the echoes of ancient rituals. It's a different kind of awe here at noon than our sunrise at Teotihuacan. But the feeling is just as powerful, a humbling reminder of the civilizations that shaped Mexico's soul. From dry plains to dense jungle. What a contrast. In the Chiapas highlands, we hike through a tangle of emerald green to find a hidden waterfall thundering in the wilderness. We can't resist the invitation of that crystal pool. We jump in with a shout, the water cool and rejuvenating. Surrounded by towering ceiba trees and the roar of cascading water, we feel the raw power of nature and our own pure joy echoing back from the canyon walls. High above Oaxaca, Monte Alban greets us with stone temples and sweeping vistas. In the soft morning light, we walk among tombs and plazas where Zapotec priests once walked, feeling the sacred stillness of this mountaintop city. History runs deep in this soil. Back in the present-day city, Oaxaca surrounds us with color and warmth. We weave through bustling markets where every stall overflows with local flavors and crafts. Hand-woven rugs in rainbow hues, carved wooden alebrijes, and the rich aroma of spices at every turn. It's sensory overload in the best way. In one corner, a vendor stirs a bubbling pot of mole sauce, its recipe older than the stalls themselves. Here, tradition isn't remembered from afar. It's alive and delicious, simmering in the pot and painted in the fabrics, waiting to be shared. Today we're invited into a local family's kitchen to witness a labor of love-making mole from scratch. It's a slow, patient process, roasting cacao beans, grinding spices by hand, stirring and toasting for hours. Entire families come together for this ritual. As grandmother grinds the cacao with cinnamon and sugar, she shares that her mother taught her, just as she now teaches her granddaughter. In Oaxaca, mole isn't just a recipe, it's generations of wisdom passed down in each wooden spoonful. After nearly 2 days of preparation, the mole negro is ready, a sauce with over 20 ingredients blended into one complex masterpiece. The first taste is astounding, smoky, sweet, spicy, and completely unique. By savoring this mole, we're tasting history itself. It's slow food at its finest, a delicious symbol of Oaxacan heritage. Sitting at this table, sharing this meal with our hosts, we feel the heart of Oaxaca, a deep connection to culture through cuisine. After days of rich experiences, we find a moment of calm in Oaxaca's highlands. There's a silence out here that feels almost sacred. We soak in a natural pool on a cliff's edge, watching the sky lighten over distant peaks. This pause gives us time to breathe, to absorb everything we've seen and tasted. The laughter of markets, the ancient stones, the family recipes, it all settles in our hearts. In this quiet dawn, we feel deeply connected to Mexico's spirit, grateful for both its vibrance and its serenity. Cenotes, deep natural pools, dot the Yucatan, and each one feels like a portal to another world. The Maya once revered these pools as sacred gateways to the underworld. Standing here, knee-deep in crystal-clear water with ancient stalactites above, it's easy to feel that reverence. And then, contrast. We take the leap, literally, a quick countdown and splash. We're cannonballing into history. The water is cool and invigorating. We surface laughing, half expecting ancient spirits to laugh along with us. In this moment, the sacred meets the silly, and it feels incredible. One minute we're whispering in awe of ancient Maya secrets. The next we're swimming like carefree kids. Mexico's contrasts even exist in a single magical moment like this. Merida charms us with its colonial elegance, horse-drawn carriages clip-clopping past mansions, and the melody of a marimba in the square. But listen closely, you'll hear the Maya language spoken in the market, taste Maya flavors in the food stands. This city is a place where two worlds merge. As we stroll down the colorful streets, we feel the layers of history, Spanish and Maya intertwining in daily life. Merida isn't frozen in the past, it's a living blend of cultures. Tonight, we have the honor of joining a Maya ceremony, one few outsiders ever see. We were invited by our friend Maria, one of the dancers we met at Merida's market, to her family's village for this special night. Under the open sky, a Maya elder offers blessings with copal smoke and the community prays in Yucatec Maya. We can feel the spiritual energy in the air. It's not a performance, it's living tradition. They've welcomed us like family, and we are humbled to be here. In this circle, time blurs. The ancient chants and dances taught by Maya ancestors are alive in the voices of their descendants tonight. We're swept up in the rhythm, heart pounding, not from adventure this time, but from a sense of connection and gratitude. The resilience of Maya culture isn't in ruins or museums, it's here dancing next to us, holding our hand. In a country famed for its contrasts, this might be the most powerful one yet. The contrast between what history books say is gone and what our hearts tell us is still vividly here. From the lush jungles of the Yucatan, we've jumped to Baja's sun-baked desert by the sea, and wow, what a dramatic change. Here at Land's End, towering cacti stand guard over turquoise bays, and waves crash against otherworldly rock formations. It's like we've landed on another planet, yet it's still Mexico, showing off another of its many faces. Time for one last adrenaline rush. In Los Cabos, we hit the gas and race across the desert in a dune buggy, wind in our hair and nothing but open beach ahead. We bounce over dunes and splash through little surf at the shoreline, whooping with every twist and turn. The desert meets the sea in a blur of sand and spray as the sun paints the sky orange. Our adventure muscles are in full gear, and we're grinning ear to ear. Cabo's energy is infectious. It's a wild, free feeling, like we could ride that edge of the world forever. 14 days, countless contrasts. From silent sunrises to salsa nights, sacred rituals to splashing escapades, we've experienced Mexico in all its dazzling duality. This journey has been a roller coaster of textures, tastes, and traditions, each day so different from the last, yet together painting a beautiful portrait of this country. As the sun sets on our adventure, one lesson stands out. Embracing contrast makes the world richer, and nowhere is that more true than here in Mexico. What are your favorite contrasting travel experiences? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more adventures around the world. Gracias por viajar con nosotros. Until the next journey, adios.